I have received a letter in the mail. It's actually a power bill, nothing to do with this video. I received an email I popped into Google and they gave me some emails, and one of them was from a parent who wanted to encourage their child to learn a brass instrument, and they were asking, do I need to buy them a new instrument? And so what I want to say is a few things related to whether or not you need a new instrument. This here is a 40-year-old-ish cornet. When it was new, it was a professional grade instrument, and it's been reasonably well looked after. I could take this into any band in New Zealand and I would run out of capability before the cornet did. This here is a King 7B bass trombone. It is 70 years old. I could walk into any band in New Zealand, apart from perhaps the very top level of bands, and this instrument would be perfectly fine. And so you can get away with playing older instruments, but you'll know with the couple of instruments that I've just shown you is that they were made to last. They were professional grade instruments when they were new, and they've been looked after. You cannot say the same about all second-hand instruments on the market. Some of them were never designed to be professional grade instruments, some of them are never designed to last a lifetime, and some of them have not been particularly well looked after. This is a Huttle branded trumpet. Just ignore the fact that I've put heavyweight top and bottom caps, valve caps on it, because the old ones were missing. This trumpet, it's got big sections of lacquer coming off, it's got some corrosion in places. It functions, it would technically work for a student, but it looks awful, it feels awful in the hand. If I was to give a child something like this, I can't imagine that they would find it particularly interesting or exciting. It wouldn't make practicing and learning the craft enjoyable to them. This is a no-name Chinese brand instrument. It's inferior in pretty much every way to the Huttle or similar second-hand instruments on the market, but the lacquer is intact, it looks nice, it feels nice, and it would be a better choice for a young student, because an inexpensive student-grade instrument like this is going to make them want to practice, because picking up an old style instrument like this is going to make them go, ugh, gross. So these are the sides that you need to sort of balance up like two large melons. On one hand, you have got older instruments like these, professional grade instruments that are just second hand. If you can find one that's in really good condition, it will last you a long time. But on the two hand, you've got the fact that older instruments usually don't look or feel as nice and sexy as new instruments do. If you were to give an older style instrument to a student who's going to be quite impressionable about the appearance of their instrument, then you're going to want to get something cheap and expensive, invariably made in China. And so there are the two factors that you need to consider. So in answering this email, I haven't given you a clear direction. I've said these are the two sort of options here, and there are an infinity of options in between. So really, it's going to be up to you to decide and work out what's going to work best in your specific situation. And in presenting this info, I hope that I've helped somewhat. Thank you very much for watching.